Ask Game Show music. Doosh, doosh, doosh. Welcome to the game show. This is a game where you can win $10,000 if you just answer these questions right. 15 questions, let's go.
Complexity and NRG. Map 2, NRG 16-8 on Cash on map 1. That was pretty easy affair for them. Well, I say easy affair. The first half was an 8-7, and then there was only one round from Complexity moving into that T side. They struggled on the T side. Will Train be any different? They start off on the T side of Train as well. So hopefully they have a better showing for themselves, because NRG, we already know that they are the favorites, and they have been showing it with their game in every scenario so far at the America's Minor. And Complexity is a team that they are very familiar with.
I have lemon and ginger tea to try and avoid
I have Earl Grey.
The caffeine.
Which has caffeine.
But I do have a sugar-free cola drink next to me as well, which means I will get the caffeine. So my plan to avoid caffeine has failed. I like smelling the tea, and it's like, you know, it's got the real stuff in there as opposed to just the flavor.
You were thwarted
Nice.
by yourself.
It's beautiful.
You foiled yourself. Why?
I've thwarted myself twice. We had a nice dinner in the players' area, but there was a big pot of tortellini in the staff area, so I just ate that as well, because I love me some tortellini.
You can't stop eating.
Production is saying the game is starting. I don't care, I'm talking about food. So, yeah, and drink. Lemon and ginger. Get yourself a packet from your local store which sells tea. If you want a hot drink in the evening, but you don't want the caffeine, lemon and ginger is nice. Now we'll talk about the game. What is this that Stanislaw is lining up? It seems he is lining up, well, possibly some lies, or is he? Def is around the pop dog position with the bomb.
With the bomb.
I mean, he's keeping an eye on things for the time being, but I think the commitment will be towards the B bomb site here. Stanislaw, how much can he really sell this? There are 4 players already on the A site, and Fugly's getting ready for maybe a rotation or going at the back of the B bomb site. There's a Molotov towards connector. Daps forced back in again, but Fugly's delivering the kills. 2 headshots for him, and the bomb is not down yet.
He'll be taken out, but he's done enough. Circle eliminates Ye, who was the one who killed his teammate. So revenge has been had for NRG so far. All that's left to do is to win the bomb site, and they're doing quite a good job so far. Just Stanislaw left, the fearless in-game leader for Complexity. He'll be encircled by these CTs, but he's done a good job in isolating them. Cirque tapping the bomb. Stanislaw maybe lost in the smoke. What is going on right now? Pulls out the knife. He's fairly certain he's on the bomb, and now he pulls the Glock back out, gets the headshot. Very awkward stuff, down to 1 HP as well. That is as close as it gets.
1 HP save versus Cirque. Damn. Well, that is the start they needed, being 1 map down, but they must continue in the same fashion, the fashion of success. Ethan has 1 HE grenades. This is not a full investment from NRG. They've gone for Deagles, but sans Kevlar. So if they wanted to, they could buy these Deagles again in the next round, or save the extra money for utility in the buy round to come. 3 players coming up the IV position, and this might be a brief one. Everybody getting shot in the face. Fugly on 1 HP, so this investment has literally done nothing. No one's taken a single point of damage at all. It's done nothing. 0, nada, zilch, nil point. Nil point's a nice one.
Fugly has 1 HP. Oh. There's 1 frag.
He has 0 HP now.
Yeah, well, into the next round, he's got 100 again. It's all good to go. It's all patched up. Although, unfortunately, still just have their USPs. They do go for a triple HE, though. That's always fun. Basically, they're going to throw them. We're probably going to be disappointed, and then they're all going to die, and that's going to be that. That's my prediction.
Maybe the Deagles will give Complexity a false sense of security. They will rush and eat the grenades. I think I'm right. But the damage
See, we're disappointed, Jay.
is irrelevant. Indeed, we are disappointed. It was almost a guarantee to be disappointed. I respect the attempt, though. I'm proud of you, NRG, for throwing them in the first place. I am proud.
I love it. I love the quad HEs. Dropping the bombs.
Now the real game starts. Circus on the CT side with a sniper rifle. AWP, an English gun. British made, baby. It was made I think for... oh, we'll come to it later.
Swedish military.
We'll come to it later. Cirque missing the first shot, and the second one, unlike him, Cirque on land. We'll have to wait to find out. Complexity, 4-on-4, everybody on the A bomb site with Summon Connector. Shazam taken out, and there are problems here for Complexity. Death finds a target, but now he is a target. Now Android 1 versus 2 seems to have an inkling that somebody's in Connector. He's waiting for the trade fragger, focusing on him. He hears the footsteps, but Fugly finds a kill through the smoke, and there is the first round on the board for NRG.
Awesome stuff there for NRG. Nice little tidy defense. Orbs are coming out, though. The orbs are coming out. Shazam was always a pretty darn good AWPer on this map. It's going to be interesting to see his battle against Cirque. Oh, Dev's picked up 2 AWPs on the opening your T side with 2 AWPs. That is interesting.
How very curious.
That is, and by interesting, I mean I don't like it at all.
In round number 5, this is unprecedented. Yeah. Unprecedented.
It's definitely interesting.
It is I wonder if anyone says unprecedented.
I'm sure there's someone out there.
Yeah.
The only issue with this is that it's all well and good until you get to mid-round and the CTs haven't given you any opportunities to go for a pick, and then you have to like run and take like position on the map. Then the AWPs become awkward as hell. So they really, there was a lot of pressure for them to get something with the AWPs in the first like 40 seconds of the map.
Yes, but they've started waiting for aggression, showing nothing towards main. And Ethan can see, he has a fair idea that no one's around that position. They're trying to invite him in, but with 2 sniper rifles, to start with that approach is interesting. Because they're playing 2 different games, it seems. Now, there are 40 seconds remaining. They haven't ventured too far towards the B bomb site. Shazam holding an angle while Ye makes his way beyond him. Ye carrying the bomb. Def has been left in the IV area. There are 2 smokes on this Complexity side, and they so far haven't done much of anything. 25 seconds left for them to push a site with 2 sniper rifles. 20 seconds left. Def now at the top of Ivy, the CT side, and he may have Breezy's distraction. Ethan, though, near main will be a problem. Das has been taken out, but these positions are very key for the bomb to go down. Def has to hold on to the Ivy position, but Ethan may stop this bomb from going down. 5 seconds now, and Ye desperately goes for it, but again, Ethan's position was not neutralized, and therefore, NRG will stop the plant. Complexity, though, just a very curious round. They buy 2 AW. I do wonder, maybe one person was buying to drop Shazam the AWP, but they bought 2 by mistake, because I think it was Stanislaw and Ye? Because when the overlay came up, I think it was Stanislaw and Ye who spent more than $6,000, so either they bought a second one by mistake, or I don't even know, but they bought the 2 AWPs, they tried to invite a CT into main, never came, and then they pushed the site with 23 seconds and 2 AWPs, didn't work.
Tidy 4K from Ethan with the FAMAS, making it look good. It reminded me, I mean, you can't burst with it, but if you could, it could have been like a Sneal-esque FAMAS highlight.
Ideally, if you want to plant the bomb on A, you really need to control that IV position, but Ethan being on the train next to main was a huge problem. A huge problem.
So this is typical of NRG's approach. They really prioritize. They prioritize their economy of more than some teams do. And to clarify on that statement, it goes down to the decision making. So, for example, on Cash, we saw lots of spots where they were very happy to play A retakes and just crush you with coordinated utility on the retake. And we see that is sort of a classic thing with Train as well, because once you are down on the bomb side as a tease, it's really hard to win the round unless you've taken forward positions towards connector at the very least. Otherwise, you're very much in a huge degree of trouble. So it's cool to see that general approach from NRG, and they are a pretty disciplined team as well. We get the pause from Complexity as they try to figure out what to do here. This could be a pretty big turning point because NRG's money is starting to build. This is the point in which you really need to stop them or do an incredible amount of damage. Shazam has picked up the AWP and Okay, we get some alley pressure from Complexity. 3 players there to try to perhaps get even a kill if possible. It is a tough position for a CT to play. They're trying to get lucky. There's some pot shots from either side through the smoke. No damage exchanged yet, though.
Bomb thrown from one player to another. Ethan not taking the bait. Got to be careful, though. Complexity needs this situation to go in their favor, and it won't. And there goes the bomb, and no one is anywhere near. Breeze is cleaning up. He is a whirlwind towards Ivy, leaving Shazam alone. They might not know where Shazam was, but who cares at this point? It's 5 versus 1.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful, wasn't it? Ethan, you could see him just playing around for so long, and I was wondering, I was thinking to myself, for him to have stuck around like that, he has to be so confident in his ability to outplay those players above him. And he managed to dodge all the bullets and then find the perfect moment. That's fantastic. Crushing for Complexity, though.
That's what FPL's for.
Yeah,
to
and
fool around with those kind of situations and then take your data into the match with you.
And it was a big problem too, because Complexity weren't going to get anything on alley, and that was basically where the rest of the effort was. 3 players were on alley earlier on, and there was nothing for them to get there unless they were to push it, which they weren't. But no picks, and so Pop Dog should have been the opening, but not on Ethan's watch. So that's done a pretty good job saving the orb.
Yeah, and NRG could have thrown everything at him, but you didn't mention them prioritizing their own economy, so they will leave Shazam with that AWP. Again, beyond the pistol round, Complexity haven't had success. It is 4-0 in the relevant rounds. We can't expect much on this particular round. They have the AWP, they have a flashbang here, a flashbang there. Kevlar. They need to play the numbers game. 3-2 set up from the CT side. Breeze has gone very aggressive towards Ivy, but it looks like they'll have the information towards B before they might expect it.
Let's go. Flashbang deployed. Fugly spots it. Circ up high. Won't get himself any frags. Fugly only gets 1 as well. So there it is for Circ. 3 players left now for Complexity as Android creeps further and further, looking to get as deep as he can. He's done pretty well. He might actually get some backstabs off here. He's got to be cautious of which engagement he picks. He picks well, gets himself 2 frags now down to Daps as he turns the corner, and he is not going to have a good time of it. 4 kills from Android. What a round from him.
Alrighty then. Short note, it was nice to see. This is why demos are so great. Cirque takes that player out who goes down the ladder. I think it was Stanislaw with the bomb, but then he falls back into that position to try to stop himself from getting a double peak or something as the T's advanced through the site. So even though they lost the round, it was a nice touch to watch that. But Complexity with a very unlikely round. That was the round they were supposed to do damage, not a round they were supposed to win. There is going to be a big exchange over towards the Ivy position. We've got 2 CTs in the middle of Ivy and 3 Ts to chase, but the trades will continue and Cirque will take the bomb. Again, disaster for Complexity. Shazam now left around the main position versus 3, but they will be separated for a time, so perhaps he can do something. 2 sniper rifles and NRG. The smoke grenade will give NRG a better idea of where Shazam could be, and they will position accordingly.
Shazam has it in him. But that bomb, that is not a good location, is it? Quite deep on alley. It's going to be hard to get in, let alone get out again afterwards. And Fugly could let him in. They could let him in and get the bomb, and then they could just trap him on both sides. That is a possibility. Shazam smart enough, though, to realize he can go around the corner. Oh, it's the battle of the no-scopes, or quick scopes. Fugly wins it. And NRG, that was a pretty important victory for them. Otherwise, their money's going down the toilet. Oh, what a catch.
Nice.
Oh, he's just too good. This guy, he's just too damn good. He's one of the most fun players to watch. because of just how he's so explosive.
That was a solid answer in the IV position, not afraid to put themselves in a compromising scenario and fight their way out of it. A big round for both sides because the money is low. Complexity have a buy. There are shortcomings, but a buy they have, and this will be key for both these teams in the last 5 rounds of the first half.
It's a pretty damn good start. Steals away Ethan's gun. And now the NRG defense has to begin to retract closer to the bomb train, but looks like that's going to open Cirque up to Shazam. They will stop them from coming up alley, but the issue is that they're all over the place. There's 5 Ts to deal with, and they have the run of the map right now, and they know it. They will be now repositioning up high. This is perfect. This is a really good call here. The AWP could be problematic on Fugly. Oh, he's going to miss the shot, though. Stanislaw will be able to drop down. Breeze, he's going to be opened up to frags around the cold train. Trey comes out, though, and the bomb site is taken by the Ts. There's not really anything left to do for the remainder of NRG. And their money has been completely trashed.
It has. Their money is in the bin, and this is a great opportunity for Complexity to maybe even steal the remainder of this half. Momentum has been with NRG for the most part, but now Complexity hold the keys. Daps will look to save this AWP, but he'll keep his M4 out for the time being, as it will help him defend. But now his position is known. He can choose to back off or hide in plain sight. You can see he's not sure. Does he hold the M4 in case there's a push, in case there are multiple people, or hold on to the AWP? Probably run towards the B bomb site once the bomb goes off, or stay in this position if he doesn't want to cross and be exposed to the A site. And indeed it will be the latter. Smart decision from the lad.
Lads.
As much here on the bottom as on the top. 5-5. The score is tied, but NRG will buy around that AWP. They've got more than I thought they might have, so a lot of utility as well. So Complexity have another task to get done. If they can wipe out NRG in this round, then they indeed will be in a good position. Why does Android only have a Glock? Okay. And AK has, I think he forgot to buy. Judging by his swiping at the sky, that would suggest he made a mistake.
Ethan flashed into teammate. Yeah, you will hear it. Oh, there's a catch. That's not good. Ethan's died fairly quickly in some of these rounds recently, but he has got the most forward of positions.
Finally, that patience is paying off in Complexity. Let's not forget that round with 2 AWPs where they were waiting outside main.
Yeah. Indeed, trying to bait it. And Complexity have a bunch of time, minutes on the clock now. And the typical approach on CTs with this position is they go 1 on B and 3 on A. That's the very likely of choices, or the most likely choice that tends to happen rotation-wise. So, you know, hitting B can be very strong due to that fact.
With Daps's depth position, I thought they might wait to try to pick a CT off. However, the B bomb site has no CTs there at all. Yeah. And now Def is pulling the attention of 2 players, the ire of 2 NRG players, but will they feel like they have the position to even attempt to retake? Apparently not. Again, yep. Their money is on the ropes, and they will take the conservative action and save.
It's quite cool because they decided that. They pre-decided that. As soon as the pick happened, they said, you know what, let's just actually just... Because immediately the player who was in B went to CT spawn, so they immediately decided, look, it's hard to predict which way they're going to go. We want to make sure we have these guns into the next round. They've picked up an AK as well, which was dropped from Def. So they've upgraded as well, at least one of the guns from the MP9. So I like this. You often don't see teams, you know, sort of think that far ahead, and they'll sort of always think that they can win the round. But I think NRG resigned it pretty early on, especially because you do need retake nades if you're going to attack that B site. If there's 5 of them left at least. So NRG, what can they do with the guns that they've saved? Daps will MP9 up, and they're going to have full utility pretty much, except Cirque. A couple kits. Will they get aggressive? That's always an option. And that is an option for Complexity too. They're going fast towards B. All the way towards the upper area.
Daps hears all this sound, and Fugly's throwing in some counter grenades early. Daps has the angle, but Yeastar is so far towards the connector position. The repositioning of these CTs will be really hard. Daps has to deliver with his lowly MP9 flying up, trying to finish off Shazam, but Ye will save his teammate. All of a sudden, it's Breeze alone in CT spawn. That is exactly the round that Complexity needed to start to pull away from NRG. Finally, they can look to break the money of the CT side, and Complexity could finish with a very nice score in this half now.
Yeah, really well played. It's actually looking really good for them, isn't it? NRG in a terribly sore spot they have to save, so we're looking at NRG getting, or rather, so Complexity getting towards 8 rounds before NRG can put up a fight. So we'll see some Kevlars and CZs, but nothing too dangerous.
See some words of encouragement from Ye there. He understands the situation Complexity are now in, and it has been a struggle. Quick boost for the boys, and away they go. HEs again for the NRG side, but nobody home on this occasion. Def offering something towards the A side, but it seems it might be a fast B, and it would be good because Daps is there alone. He is isolated. He is ripe for the exploitation.
CZ though, that's the only one on the team. It's always dangerous. They know he's going to be standing there, and he knows they're going to be trying to encircle him, using the upper position to make his position redundant. And he is about to be made redundant. Oh wow, Stan just tunnel visioning there on the forward positions. That's fine though. Daps has been dealt with, the bomb is down. There's no way to win the round for NRG. Can't get any damage off either. Complexity doing really well so far. It's been cool to see the gradual improvement of Complexity. We've seen so many different players, you know, come and go in this team. And you know, Shazam is new, Stan is new. I guess only Def and Android are they're the longest standing members of this lineup. It
is a brand deserving of a solid threat to the Counter-Strike scene. And this is still a new roster, a new lineup. But it's one that I think it's reasonable to have expectations of, especially with the likes of Stanislaw at the helm and new Shazam. Tactical timeout from NRG. They are at the 47 to 6,400 mark, so a buy can be had, a buy will be had. But what will be different? How do we stop the Complexity train from charging through our station?
It's a tough one. They've just been putting rounds together pretty damn well, and they did win the pistol, of course. That's not something that we should forget, but still, it's been a good look for Complexity. And they out of the gate they went straight away for double ops as well. There's lots of question marks over the T side, but they managed to make it work. Ethan, he's been playing with fire often at the beginning of rounds. He's been successful sometimes and others not, and once again he's being teased. Does he still have the confidence to try to make this work? Looks like absolutely yes he does. And he's dodging the flashbang. Just the back and forth here between Ethan and Android is quite worrisome. The implications if Ethan dies is much worse than if a T dies, and it looks like they're ready to perhaps try to take him down here. Oh, there it is. They're just teasing him still. Finally. Oh my goodness.
Will it be a repeat? He even gets the upgrade. Stanislaw, what do? Just keep entertaining him, but the bomb's been lost now. NRG throwing all the darts at the bullseye. And Stanislaw eating bullets.
Can't get through, Ethan. Ethan's so annoying right now. He's so annoying.
He's the only person who's taken damage. All of 3 damage.
Yep. I think Cirque got a double as well with the AWP. I think he got a penetration kill. So that's not very fun, is it, for Complexity? 6th round for NRG as we move into the last one. It's anyone's, as we're going to have a goodbye from everyone. I wonder if we'll get a look at Cirque's double up.
making different sound each time.
It's good, isn't it?
It's like someone's trying to communicate from inside the computer.
Ooh. Nice.
What is the message? What are they trying to tell us? Rush B. Don't believe the decoy. 4 players for NRG quickly into the A bomb site. Cirque and Breeze going aggressive once again. Surprise! Shazam taken out. Do they want to keep aggressing on Cirque? Might not be the best idea. Breeze with the continuation spray, and he will finish off with another burst. And there is the bomb. They chose to commit, but Cirque says no. Breeze says no. Android and Stanislaw are all that remains for Complexity. 2 versus 5.
You have to be very tactical, don't you, if you want to defeat NRG, just because of the raw firepower is so strong. You have to find a way to diffuse that with utility and good timings and team play. And Complexity have been doing pretty well in that department overall, but you can't always keep it at bay. And Ethan, this guy, he's just been undeniable. Look at him, just trying to tease now. Beautiful flash coming through for Ethan to finish it off. 2 for him at the end of the round. It's 7 to NRG, 8 for Complexity. A very even showing, much like the first map. But much like the first map, are we going to see one of these teams pull away straight up in the second half?
Yeah, we have to credit Ethan for his control of the Pop Dog position. Despite despite Complexity winning a good half of the rounds and more, slightly more, it was a great display around that Pop Dog.
It's cool to see his approach, because that's very different to a lot of players and teams where you'll play a little bit further back. You know, the meta's different because you're waiting for them to do the double drop or flashes or Molotovs. You can't even do that when he's standing there. It's
yeah,
awesome.
He has come for a table. Will there be a table for NRG on the B bomb site? Perhaps not, because Ye and Def have other ideas. Ethan trying to argue the point though, and he will debate with Def, who will wait for backup. 3 Ts remain now, 3 on 3, and Ethan with a 1 versus 2, trying to pop the heads. He will pop them like grapes between his fingers, leaving Shazam alone, who has ideas of his own. He is quite the pistol player as well with the P2000, looking for a flank, but he can only wait so long. That bomb is ticking, and the bomb will go off in his head, delivered by Daps, and he looking for some tea as well, perhaps.
Yeah, as Ethan is just ruthless. I mean, he got denied the ace, but these were some clean kills from him. After that one, of course. Pop, pop, pop. Beautiful stuff. It's actually crazy how deep the skill is on NRG individually. Breeze often goes under the radar, which is kind of insane. Hello. Finds Daps. The head is being cut off of NRG. But they have found their way onto the B-bomb site. So they should be fine for the plant. It's going to be a hard retake with no nades. Ooh, Ethan denied. Very well done by Complexity, but Breeze will not be denied. The UMP good for a 4. Might actually get himself the last one with the Glock. I'm sure Def will continue to challenge.
With no helmet. It's a rough one. 65 HP, I think he would die to a 1 shot from a Glock.
Yeah.
Just about from that distance. I think it's 60-ish. I don't know. Yeah, I think he'll die. Quick maths.
He should have just it'd be 61.5 damage, rounded to 62. Goodbye.
Marvelous.
9 to 8. NRG claim the pistol, and that means again, once again, we're in a situation where both teams have won a pistol round, so that's even. It's always nice when you have a match where it's even for both teams, because then it's just. It just feels a little bit like more of a fair showing.
You get more match out of it.
Yeah, you do. You get more of a showing for both teams out of both sides.
We want more match. A reminder, NRG lead 1-2-0 at the moment. They also lead 9-8 here on Train. And the double Mac 10s will lead in this round. The cleanup operation. They are the Ghostbusters with express delivery. Not your usual lineup. A boy band near Old Bomb. Now we have Daps. He will be a curious hamster on the B-bomb site.
It is kind of crazy that was the Old Bomb train. It's like so deep. It's hard to imagine that now. different times. Mach 10s are so useful against the pistols. NRG have connector, and B is safe as well, so making sure that they are very safe, away from any shenanigans. There you go. The grouping of complexity, they'll wander forth. There's not too much to find though for them, except an early grave. It's actually quite funny just looking at the minimap. It's like synchronized swimming or something. Just there you go. Hold down mouse 1. Keep holding. Oh, he stopped holding it down. There you go. That's the problem. Gotta keep holding that mouse 1.
A round is in the bag. But now comes buy time. Now comes the real match in this second half. Complexity will have Shazam with the sole sniper rifle for this particular round. We know other players are capable, but this is how they will start.
Quick out into the yards. Ethan's out there first, down to 6. He's lucky to be alive. Has to try to get past the flames, and he'll get burned by his own teammate. Breeze, though, once again able to cover for his teammates, pick up the pieces where they have failed. He will succeed, as will Cirque into the 2v2 now that the bomb is also down on the floor. Things will calm slightly. Ye and Shazam left in decent positions, but you can't miss that shot. Cirque is unforgiving, and he will finish it off. 11-8. Very fast round.
Big frags from Cirque with the AK-47 in that round. Big frags. Not afraid to take that final duel in a 2 versus 1 either. Shazam missing a crucial shot there, and that will have large implications, especially with NRG now at a 3-round lead, and Complexity on the eco cannot afford to miss shots like that. Cirque sits on $10,000. It's not just a round win, but again, if Complexity win their next buy round, there's so much pressure afterwards. If they get reset immediately, then the 2-0 will look very likely indeed. Let's see how much time Complexity invests into waiting for, how much time NRG invests in waiting for Complexity to make a play. And there is an initial play, but what will be the response from NRG? I think Ethan will peek from the high ground of B, but Shazam has moved into a position behind the box and now starts to fall back as Def rotates to A.
You can see that that's a sort of solo clearing. Ali does have Breeze with them though. And forwards, Ethan will go. They've retaken teammate, and it's almost like they're playing a buy round against a buy round of the CTs with how much caution is being expressed. One more player, Ye lurking above. Hello. AK-47 for Ye. This could go badly. He's got the train to work with. Spotted one on the right side, left side. He knows there's one on the right. That's beautiful. It's clean. Very decisive. Cirque still left though. Doesn't seem to realize Cirque's giving the game away. They do not have Kevlar, but the AK could prove fatal. Ye needs to be quick. The transfer's good from Cirque. Just has to find Shazam now. 20 seconds to go as he pushes forwards. Shazam slows it down a little bit, but Cirque, he's good for it with that AK. And that's another round for NRG.
Huge round for both teams. A lot of damage done by Complexity. So close to winning it. That would have been massive for them, but they will go for the second AWP on this occasion. Def picking it up. They have to win this round. They must win this round. Again, they are a map down at the moment. They are 4 rounds down here on train. This is a very important round for Complexity. Shazam towards the connector position. Ye will start alone towards the B bomb site, and on rare occasion you'll see a fast play into B with expectations of one player alone in the B bomb site, and here we go. Here's another one. They just go straight in. Breeze delivering a great headshot there. Complexity have the back of B, and Stanislaw in position for a late flank, but there is a flank on the flank.
Yeah, Fugly's got it on lock. He's expecting it. There's so often a flanker in this position. They know there's 4 players left. Oh, when he spotted it, got the information. And now Stanislaw, he knows he can't go up there. It's impossible to get up there and get the frag. Ethan working his flank. There's one easy one. Now harassing Android at distance, done enough damage before going down. Daps will be able to get the frag onto Def, and now it's just Stanislaw denied the flank, and now denied a chance at the round. One more to NRG, 13 now to 8, and yet a round to be won for Complexity on the second half. Much like Cash, they struggle on the second half.
Complexity have called a tactical timeout, and what a player Cirque has been for NRG in this game. No AWP required, clutched multiple rounds with the AK-47, really difficult spots, and they have been so crucial to keeping Complexity on the back foot. Complexity at maximum loss bonus. They can invest into this round. CZ's armor and the like. The big buy will come regardless in the round to follow. Can they be as dangerous as they were on that eco? And we didn't even get a chance to say it was really interesting. They had 2 or 3 players on the high trains between Ivy and main, and that worked out quite well. Would be an interesting one to review. Might not work in all scenarios, but not the most common eco you see from a CT side. But it does avoid most of the pre-fire angles of a T team at the very least.
Out quickly once again. I think for me, Breeze has been a standout on train. He's really cleaned up a lot of rounds where he's not been the first in, but here he's the first in, and he's going to get cleaned up. Fugly's taking some severe damage as well. NRG's push is really centralized around the alley position. Fugly is in a good spot though. They're trying to get the AK. I think Fugly can get a backstab in now. They're going for it. Oh, Def ready. Very nice from Def. This is pretty scary. All stuck around alley. This is not a good look. Yay, swapping to the AK. Can't put it out in time. Daps in a 1v3.
In-game leader required to clutch. Trying to tap Stanislaw, but he can just walk away, crouching. 47 seconds. Daps carrying the bomb. Def is making his way towards the B bomb site, leaving his 2 teammates around A. Time pressure is starting to increase for Daps. He's got to find some kills. Potential 1 versus 1. Immediately looks for a trade frag, and there it is. 2 frags. Whereas the last one, he has to realize that bomb has to go down soon. He has no idea where Def is coming from, and he doesn't seem like he's going to expect connector at all. But where will he position himself? Oh, he doesn't check it properly. And that is a much-needed, desperate round for Complexity. The plant is crucial for NRG, and they can buy. The money pressure will be high for Complexity, so another big round is coming up.
That's a really tough spot. It's really difficult, isn't it? You just sort of have to just guess and hope you're right that your position is going to be safe. Really tough. Good effort, though. Good effort. Indeed, a good round from Def. Now, Complexity. They've been given a chance. They've been given a way in. In fact, if they win this round, there's a broken economy for NRG. This is very promising for Complexity. If they win this round, it's really game on. But if they lose it, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Molly at the end of the upper area of B, so that you don't get peeked by any potential AWPers. It's been interesting how the meta's been developing with that. Device has shown us some funky stuff, or Astralis have shown us some funky stuff there on the CT side. Fugly checking for the position that Ethan likes to play, which is directly below that hole. Very quiet now. Complexity have not seen anything. A very, very passive NRG. Yeah, moving into secret now and seeing if they can spot anyone at distance. It's not so common that you can spot someone though with that boost, but it's worth a shot.
Complexity taking the alternative approach to Ivy, where Stanislaw watches it from inside the site, as opposed to having a dedicated man on the other side of Ivy, which can give you a more dynamic offense towards the A site. And Daps has smoked the wrong side, but he's making a play through the smoke. maybe spotted by Stanislaw, who gets 1 kill, and it seems they have an idea that the flank might be coming. Ye and Shazam now can be compromised from behind, and that's not ideal. Daps and Android making their way through Connector, but not before the flank comes in from Daps. The Master Stroke, but he loses the duel around Connector, so the retake can be on here.
Yeah, he may have done enough here. So 3v3, but they are stuck on the bomb train. That's really desperate for them, because how do you get out this position? They can't take good fighting positions. Cirque will fight his way out there. Android did not find a good angle, and it's going to be Cirque to push forwards a little bit there. Oh, that's actually Ethan pushing down a little bit. Stanislaw has a great position. He's not been spotted. Now he will be spotted. Ethan needs to get the frag, but he can't do it. It's up to Folkley now with 10 points of health. Stanislaw, he needs to win this round for his team. It's so pivotal. Looking for his opposition, but the problem is the bomb is too far ticked, I think. And he has to run away. Oh no, it was so close. It's such a good effort.
It's good that Stanislaw realized, though, that he couldn't even touch the bomb to try and draw somebody out, because the bomb was so far ticked that they could just wait about 3 seconds and then peek, and then it's probably too late for him to win the round regardless. So he tries to hold on to his weapon instead. So at least he has the awareness of that situation. But NRG now 1 round away from match point. Tactical pause from Complexity. Their money is not amazing. Shazam has bought an AWP. So you see the buy there. We'll see if it can work for them.
So it's going to be a tough one for Complexity, but with the save of the gun, somehow being able to eke out an AWP, Complexity will do their best to put forward a last good attempt, but it's going to be with 2 pistols, and they are lacking utility. Standards of a kit, and it's some grenades coming out here from NRG. Shazam taking a forward position. Nicely done by Def. Uses the CZ. And Shazam as well, taking some heads as well. It's looking pretty good here for Complexity. In fact, it's looking incredibly good for Complexity. Just Daps who remains a must-win round, and if they survive with 4, they can get the upgrades that they need. Already Def is upgraded, earned with the 3K. Where the hell is Daps, though? Where the hell is Daps? Standing in hell. Soon he'll be sent to heaven, perhaps. Def getting himself 4 kills in this round. Great effort from him. And what a needed round from Complexity. Look what it's done to NRG.
I love the angle Shazam took, and he being in that position, he can only really be compromised from the pop dog area where his teammate is, wins an important duel, which allows Shazam to remain in that position and gets a frag as the T's start to move, and then they get wiped out after that. Too many distractions, perhaps, and indeed, their money has been ruined. On the pistols now. We've seen many around 1 with worse, however. So don't count NRG out just yet. They're still a very dangerous team. Stanislaw got very aggressive towards Ivy. He's gone for the early info, but I don't know how deep he peaked, because there's no rotation towards the B bomb site from Complexity. They will leave Android and Ye there, and they will definitely be overwhelmed in terms of numbers, but can they hold things down here? Ye absolutely can. Android has a T pushing the smoke now. Just about can't frag him. 2 kills for the T side. Can they get the bomb down? That would be crucial, but it is in an exposed position, and Def has angles on it. Cirque alone now. He has 1 minute on the clock. Don't think anyone's close enough to hear him go down the ladder in such a fashion.
He's going all the way around the world. I like it. Is he going to go CT? Yes. This is great because he could very well isolate a player in a 1v1 and then pick up a gun. That is why this is so cool, and he actually was going to get a backstab on Stanislaw. Oh, he actually turns around and Cirque can't do it in time.
The awareness.
Yes, great awareness. It's 11 rounds of Complexity, and NRG have to full save. They're going to be up onto 12 rounds very soon.
Note how Stanislaw runs wide to see if anybody's there as well. He doesn't walk just in case he walks into somebody who's already there. The awareness and the timing is pretty spot on from Stanislaw. I don't think a lot of people are checking, especially considering how far Cirque ran in that situation. It's pretty awesome stuff. 3 rounds away now. That is all Complexity are from bringing this back. That is a glorious grenade, and Fugly will not be a fan of that one. Many footsteps heard. It will be a shooting gallery for Ye, and he will frame almost all of these players. Shazam stealing 2 kills, 2 rounds between the 2 sides.
It's getting pretty tight. There's no money for an op, really. NRG, the only person who can buy it is Fugly, but he'd be left with $0, so likely not going to be a purchase that they make. Sure, they want Fugly actually to be able to buy Kevlar, so it's going to be all AKs for NRG, and they have the hard decision as to coming up with how they should use them. Is it a fast round outside? What does it look like? At this point, they have to sort of sit down in this tactical pause and assess, okay, what have we found the most success with? What are we the most confident in executing with 5 AKs? And you can, well, you can't see just yet, but they have a pretty good amount of utility as well. Now you can see. And it's that man on your screen, Daps, who is the one who is likely calling the shots. Damien Steele. That's a strong name. It's a strong name.
I think I've heard that name Steele before. Not sure where.
This is pretty big. 2 players for Complexity, 2 players for NRG. The trade attempt from Android will fail, and that is a big, wide open hole into the A-bomb site.
As the Ts have pulled the CTs towards the Pop Dog area, 3 will charge from Ivy, but they know Stanislaw is lurking somewhere. Cirque eliminated. Stanislaw doing great work. Shazam following up. 1v1 now. Breeze needs to retrieve the bomb. So much time, he could rotate in either direction, and Shazam trying to anticipate it, walking into the angle, but Breeze once again delivers a kill and gives match point to NRG.
It's so smart too from Breeze to just understand, to just chill, just wait. I mean, if you look at that situation, it's so chaotic. He had a teammate who just died next to him. It's very tempting for him to try to go for a peek on the trade there, but in not doing so, there could be more consistency due to the fact that the other player has no idea where you actually are. He could have been anywhere there, and Shazam just walks into him. So pretty smart stuff from Breeze. Breeze, Ethan, and Cirque, from a fragging perspective, have been doing very well together. Obviously, Fugly and Daps very impactful as well for the team. Breeze now moving forwards once again into Olafmeister. Oh, right, there you go, right above. That's difficult to deal with, and Breeze will get shot in the back, but Android doing so much damage.
That is a hero's effort, and he gives his team, or helps his team, get a man advantage, which gets even one better. Daps again, the lone soldier with the Galil. May have shown some of himself to an opponent near Ivy, and he'll get sprayed through the smoke. What does this mean for the money of the T side? Oh, it's bad. It's real bad.
It is very bad, yes. I can't help but laugh at that noise on the transition. It's beautiful. I love it. Love it. CZs, 4 CZs, and a P2 Fiddy. That is, yes, indeed, very, very grim. So it's 4 spies, I suppose, all the way for NRG. They're not really going to have a spot where they're going to have a good buy, so you might as well get two 4 spies in there. At the very least, they've secured an overtime for themselves, so they can think about that. There's much more tension here, honestly, for Complexity. They have to win these 2 rounds. Nothing can go wrong, or they are done. NRG trying to get something done, but it's pretty difficult. 15 rounds for NRG. 14 for Complexity.
Oh.
1 more round. And the final 4 spy from NRG. They have a decent amount of grenades with this one, so
I guess they've...
Yeah, do the 4 spy twice because they wouldn't have had a good buy. Regardless, so you might as well get 2 4 spies.
Alrighty then. Opportunity knocks for Complexity. Def has been boosted on the connector position, looking towards main, but how many assailants might he have there? 0, in fact. 3 towards the Ivy area.
Hello.
That compromises the positions in which Shazam can stand. And then a smoke grenade compromises him yet more. Willing to have a look through it though, but the Molotov really just takes all his options away, so Shazam is forced to no longer look at the IV position. However, there are 3 players towards IV, and now 2 players from the CT side are focused on it. And there's no one really in position to take advantage of it. Moving towards Shazam's position, R3. Breeze is taken down first. And they decide against it. Maybe this is not the best idea. It would cost at least one more of us, probably, if they try to push Shazam late. Then the bomb carrier is on his own, and who knows what might happen.
They don't have any smokes left. That's a really, really big problem. Just one smoke at least would go so far for them, especially if they want to go B. It is very difficult with no smokes. I don't know how they're going to do this.
If they go A, they're going to get absolutely annihilated. Shazam is at old bomb, looking at Pop Dog. Stanislaw would essentially be in the middle train, so if he stops focusing on the IV position, then he could really crush this push. Stanislaw will be the key player in this scenario. 3 players left, and there's 10 seconds to plant a bomb, and again, Stanislaw wrecking house. 4 versus 1, and we will surely be heading to overtime. Definitely will now.
Well played to Complexity to bring it all the way back. Oh, what a comeback it was for them. Very difficult.
It's not time to celebrate just yet. You don't celebrate overtime. You celebrate winning the match. Get back in your chair, sir.
It's a tough one for NRG. It's a tough one for NRG. But they can always sort of rest in the confidence of what they have achieved with this team in recent months and how far they've come in such a short time. That is what they'll be thinking about. It's just another game of Counter-Strike. They have a map in the bag as well. It's Complexity that really, all the pressure's on them.
Footsteps heard. Incendiary grenade deployed. Complexity trying to get their cert game on, perhaps. There's a flash to Stanislaw. He's being waited for. It doesn't seem like the T's were flashed, but he'll get a kill regardless. Ooh, he gets... Oh, no, he doesn't get tagged.
I think he tagged Stanislaw, right?
But he had 19 HP already.
Oh, okay, then.
But I did see the flash.
Yeah.
Which is weird, so I don't really know what happened there, but maybe it's a GoTV thing. 3 players towards the B bomb site for the T's. Android and Ye lie in wait. No frags for the T side just yet, and no rotation by the CTs. Android needs more. Pre-fire is there, but Fugly goes slightly wide, and he makes it in. Cirque now, where will he go? He's got AWP. Could try to flank, might be awkward though with the sniper. I don't know if anybody's behind him, so he's just clearing that for the time being and leaving 2 players on the site versus the 3 CTs. Cirque has a Molotov. Def has a smoke. Stanislaw, the only man with a kit, so if he goes down, that will be very key. Fugly doesn't see him in the top right corner. There it is. That defuse kit is really far away now. Fugly needs to stay alive. 10-second defuse. There's nowhere to going for that kit. There's the first one. Def has to come off it, and that's the round.
Well played to Fugly. Played it smart, played it well. NRG win the first round. Now it's double orbs here for Complexity. Clean. Okay, so a lot of money spent here from Complexity. They really need to win this round, or else it's a force buy in the next, I do believe. Orbs, 2 orbs is a big purchase,
yeah,
especially when you've just lost a round, so in overtime.
I guess they understand if they lose this round, it doesn't really matter what they buy, they're going to be screwed either way. So maximum investment, high risk portfolio here for a Complexity.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Def stands strong against the beast from the east. On the Ivy position, smoking it, falling it back, and Ethan will start to test towards B.
Where is Ye?
And he can walk out, and he's got himself a Fugly with him as well.
It's an unusual setup from Complexity, and that flash from Ye will tell you that they've assumed that they have been compromised. 2 players. Ooh, Daps. Daps is giving massive sound cues away. But what can they do about it? Def rotating now. There are 2 players waiting to flank. And all that running from Daps has told Complexity exactly what's going on.
Oh, that incendiary is really a problem. Forces Ethan forwards. Oh, they're lining up. Ethan gets 2 quick headshots. There's more players to go, though. The bomb, they're going to have to go to A Are they actually going to go through connector to A? They are. That is huge. They're going to circumvent all of the CTs. There's just enough time for daps to get the bomb planted and to actually reposition, and he'll have a fairly good sense as to where the CTs can come from. So he knows that the hell position, the Ivy position will be safe, and he'll retreat back to those positions. There is a chance here for daps. On this bomb site, there is a chance for daps.
Surely he focuses on the Pop Dog player, assuming somebody will come from there. Can he get his timing right, though? Because his legs will show first. That Molotov is perfectly placed, but he'll stand in that Molotov. But the frag takes too long, and it will be a free defuse for Complexity.
I respect that, actually. Because that incendiary, it just kills his only play, which, as you say, is to take down the pop guy first.
I thought he might have gone between blue and red train, actually. But there we are. 16 apiece. Who will take the advantage into the second half? Again, Complexity are fighting for a third map. NRG are fighting for the 2-0 for a clean sheet. Nobody likes soiled sheets. Android forced to the auto shotgun because of the limitations, because of how many died.
Because he's been watching Oscar demos, that's why. All the Oscar demos. Dodges the HE. And Def, he's gone walkabouts.
Willing to flank with the AWP.
My God, he's going all the way, isn't he?
That is well cheeky. Does he look towards main, though? Does he go into the apartment? Breeze is in main. Not apartments, but the halls, rather. Stanislaw and Breeze got to be careful. One of them might see the other's legs. Android going nuts with the auto shotgun in the Pop Dog position. Now, Def is moving in towards the showers, and that's where the bomb is. Circle have to go back for it, but he will be entertained by Android below him. He does a 180. Surely he does a 180. Oh, that is unbelievable. How does he not do a 180 there? The game sense is unreal. Willing to walk backwards, probably. Breeze now has the IV position, but do they go towards A? Android is still around with this auto shotgun. So even though Breeze has the IV position, which is what you want when you want to plant the bomb towards A, they know they can't go into pop. They are going the long way round, and if something goes wrong with this bomb, they will surely not have enough time to correct the mistake.
Android and Shazam lying in wait. Android close by E-Box. Shazam with AWP on the bomb site itself. Ooh, it's actually almost shooting Android there. He's got to be careful. That's a leg shot onto one of the T's. Android with easy frags here. They're so low here. They're just lamb to the slaughter for Android. Surely Circlo finds a frag, but they just can't get... Can they get the bomb down? No, they surely can't. Ye's in the way, and he's going to turn the corner, and that is Cirque dead. 2 rounds for Complexity. 1 for NRG in the first half of overtime. Complexity, they are poised and ready to win this map.
What is that? That's some Pulp Fiction scene right there.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly.
How on earth did he get away with that? That is ridiculous. Moving swiftly on. Complexity in the lead all of a sudden. A strong position in the lead with the T side. Less pressure on the economy. However, the CTs should be at a map control advantage. Circle on the AWP. He's been a problem towards Ivy in a number of rounds, but this time he's playing from connector. Smokes down, and Complexity will be very afraid. Double grenades easily avoided by daps and Molotov as well. Now, he could deploy a grenade of his own in there. A HE grenade, a smoke grenade. He will hear the sound. He knows players are in that position.
Oh my God, that was not a good flash. Dap still wins the fight though.
See how he continues? He does not need to fight to the death in that position. They can sit on this advantage and deploy grenades elsewhere. In the meantime, Ye has made his way into the main position. Ethan's shadow compromises his position, but now he can see Ye's legs, and it's a free frag for him. Def walking through the smoke on the Ivy position, which has just been re-smoked. Who will have the advantage, though, in this gap? Once these smokes go away, Def will have an angle towards the Pop Dog position, but only Android is there, so what can he do with it?
Was Ethan baiting with his shadow? I actually do wonder if he was baiting with the shadow. Works if he did, but he will be deposed there. Thrown off the top of the train, but Breeze pushes forwards, knows that he has to make a play, and that's a good one. Android and Shazam now, desperation. What? That's fantastic from him. Still more to go, and he's going to pop Cirque as well. Looking for the third, but he'll be denied. It's up to Shazam. He's been given a chance thanks to Android's excellent rifling. But there's 25 seconds. Shazam has to be decisive. He has to be quick. He's got to go straight into the plant here, pretty much. Doesn't have a smoke or anything like that. There's a lot of gambles he's taking. And there it is, the plant. Shazam in the 1v2 off the plant. This is very doable. Ooh. Scary stuff.
Breeze was going on the flank, but he's coming towards connector instead. Fugly making lots of noise on oil, and that's where he will lie. Breeze flying in. Trying to get as close as he can. Shazam missing the shot, but he has position for the time being. Just wasting time. Breeze has a defuse kit, but he's got to land there, so he won't. Straight in the face. Game point complexity.
Ooh, what a round. Android lighting him up.
Ye is shouting at his opponent. I've heard that the American teams have been talking all kinds of smack to each other because they are in the same hall. They're shouting at their opponent.
I saw Peter doing it, but Peter pops off all the time. It's so fun watching Peter. He's so animated.
That's why he's getting out of his chair. It's not for his team. It's for him to scream at NRG. That I can respect.
Yeah, old school stuff. Now, lots being asked of NRG at the moment. They've doubled up on the ops, which is a great spot to be in, I think. Good decision. Breeze will be forced back. There's a lot of players on Ali for complexity. It's very difficult to know how many will be there if you are on the CT side. Could be 1, could be 3, sometimes more. It's hard to know. It's a difficult position on the map to manage, but look at how they are setting up the coordination between Pop, T-Main, and Ali. This could be a devastating split. First shots have to be hit. First shot is hit by Cirque.
Stanislaw, here's the scope. But the scope is an unscope, if you know what I mean. Shazam, exacting revenge. There goes Daps. This is game point complexity. The CTs have got to make something happen, but their positions are being compromised. Ethan delivering once again, getting his Oscar game on. Fugly still at the back of Ivy. The bomb picked off now. 3 versus 2 all of a sudden. There goes Stanislaw as well. It's falling to pieces for complexity. Not their kind of jigsaw. NRG, can they take it to overtime again? Complexity can still buy.
I actually thought it was over. When it was like the 5v3, I thought it was over. Ethan's play to chase the kill was really smart. Obviously, he knows he got the dink, but for chasing that kill, I think that really sparked forward the action for Complexity to start moving into the A site. And that was, and then in getting that kill, that freed Ethan up to help the rest of his teammates out on the site. So it was a smart movement in the moment. Double ops continue, of course, for NRG. As James said, Complexity can still win this one. Android opens things up. Good entry frag. Ethan, though, playing the E-box, wrapping around the smoke. Almost finds a second, but Android, he's absolutely coming to life at the moment. Oh, there it is. Headshots all around. And that is a fantastic match from Complexity. The comeback into the overtime, into a win, into a third map and a chance to take down NRG.
That was a tooth and nail comeback. That has got to be frustrating for NRG. You have to think that mentally Complexity are at an advantage going into the final map now, because that has got to be a long map of frustration for the likes of NRG. Final map of this best of 3 coming up in just a few minutes. Stay with us.